Have you ever wondered what truly separates the super successful from everyone else? Is it raw intelligence? Maybe a lucky break? The truth is, it's something far more accessible and powerful. It's not about grand gestures or overnight transformations. It's about the small, seemingly insignificant things we do every single day. The secret lies in our habits. This isn't just a theory, it's a proven path to achieving your dreams. And I want to share a story with you that brings this idea to life. It's the story of a boy named Arav. Arav was like many of us, full of big dreams, but stuck in a cycle of laziness. He wanted to win a prestigious scholarship to study abroad, a goal that felt miles away from his reality of sleeping in late and procrastinating. He believed that one day a burst of inspiration would hit him, and he'd magically become the person he needed to be to succeed. But that day never came. Everything changed when he met his neighbor, Gopal Kaka, a retired army officer who radiated a quiet strength and discipline. Gopal Kaka saw the fire in Arav's eyes, but also the chains of his poor habits. One evening, as they sat in the garden, Gopal Kaka shared a piece of wisdom that would alter the course of Arav's life. He said, "Arav, your habits are like seeds. If you plant seeds of laziness and procrastination, you'll harvest a life of regret. But if you plant seeds of discipline and effort, you will reap a harvest of success." Continued. Success isn't born from a single heroic act. It's built brick by brick, from small actions repeated with unwavering consistency. Your future isn't decided by what you do tomorrow. It's decided by what you do today. Those words struck a chord deep within Arav. He realized he had been waiting for a miracle when the power to change was in his hands all along. So Arav decided to start small, just as Gopal Kaka advised. His first new habit? Waking up just 30 minutes earlier to go for a jog. The first few mornings were brutal. His body screamed in protest. His mind begged him to go back to the warmth of his bed. His friends would call him, tempting him to hang out and skip his new routine. It felt like a battle against his own nature. But he remembered Gopal Kaka's words and pushed through. After his jog, he committed to another small habit. 1 hour of focused study, no distractions. Slowly, something incredible began to happen. The initial resistance started to fade. The morning jog, once a chore, became a source of energy and clarity. That 1 hour of study turned into the most productive part of his day. He was building momentum. He added more positive habits, reading for 15 minutes before bed, planning his next day, eating healthier meals. Each habit was a small victory, a vote for the person he wanted to become. The real test came with the scholarship exams. It was a demanding physical fitness test and a series of difficult written papers. The old Arav would have been overwhelmed, given up before he even started. But the new Arav was different. His daily jogs had built his stamina, and he passed the fitness test with ease. His consistent study sessions had compounded his knowledge, allowing him to tackle the written exams with confidence. When the results came out, Arav had not just passed, he had excelled, securing one of the top spots for the scholarship. His dream was no longer a distant fantasy, it was his reality. His friends and family were stunned by his transformation, calling it a miracle. But Arav knew the truth. It wasn't a miracle. It was the predictable, inevitable result of daily discipline. Arav's story teaches us a profound lesson. We often rely on motivation to get us started. We wait for that spark of inspiration to hit before we take action. But motivation is a fleeting, unreliable feeling. It comes and goes. What do you do on the days you just don't feel like it? That's where habits take over. Habits are what keep you going when the initial excitement wears off. They are the engine of long-term success. Motivation might light the fire, but it's discipline and habits that keep it burning. Think about it. The world's greatest athletes, artists, and entrepreneurs didn't get to where they are by only working when they felt inspired. They showed up every single day, especially on the days they didn't want to. They practiced their craft, honed their skills, and pushed their limits through the sheer power of routine. Their success looks effortless from the outside, but it's built on a foundation of thousands of hours of disciplined, often mundane, daily work. So, how can you apply this to your own life? You don't need to overhaul your entire existence overnight. That's a recipe for burnout and failure. The key is to start small, just like Arav did. What is one tiny positive habit you can introduce into your life right now? Maybe it's waking up just 15 minutes earlier to meditate or journal. Maybe it's reading 10 pages of a book every day. It could be going for a 10-minute walk during your lunch break, or swapping one sugary drink for a glass of water. It might even be something as simple as making your bed every morning. These actions seem insignificant on their own. Making your bed won't magically make you a millionaire. Reading 10 pages won't make you a genius overnight. That's not the point. The point is to build the muscle of consistency. Each time you follow through on your tiny habit, you are casting a vote for a more disciplined, more successful version of yourself. You are proving to yourself that you are someone who keeps their promises, especially the ones you make to yourself. Over time, this has a powerful compounding effect. These small, daily actions stack on top of each other, creating incredible momentum. That 15 minutes of early rising becomes 30, then an hour. Those 10 pages of reading a day add up to over 3,600 pages in a year that's about 10 to 12 books. That 10-minute walk adds up to over 60 hours of exercise annually. This is how extraordinary change happens, not through quantum leaps, but through tiny, consistent steps. The journey won't always be easy. There will be days you feel tired, uninspired, and tempted to quit. Your old self will fight back. But if you can just push through that initial friction and stick with your small habits, they will eventually become automatic. They will become a part of who you are, and that is when you unlock your true potential. Your future is not a destination you arrive at. It's a path you create one day at a time. It's the choices you make today, the small habits you cultivate. Are the building blocks of the life you want to live? Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. The power to change your life is right here, right now, in the small, consistent actions you take every single day. Start today, start small, and watch as your disciplined efforts compound into the success you've always dreamed of. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content on building a better life. I'd love to hear from you in the comments what S1 small habit you are going to start today. Let's support each other on this journey. See you in the next video.